And welcome to GOA TV. My name is Dorcas Kamau, and on today's episode of GOA documentary, we are talking about the community development pillar. Community development has a lot to do with dealing with people around our society, and we will be talking to Timothy Thagana, who is leading the pillar, to tell us the gaps when they started the community development pillar, what they have been able to achieve, and of course what it is about. Join us in this interview. Make sure you watch to the end, subscribe, share, and watch. My name is Dorcas Kamau, and without further ado, let me invite Timothy. Hi.
Hi.
Mambo.
GOA.
How are you doing?
I am well. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Community development
Yes.
is a very new department in GOA. It has been informed by the government's directive to change the way we care for the orphans. And in line with the vision 2032
Yes.
that the government has given us to move the kids from the orphanages to alternative care. And they have given us alternatives such as foster care, adoption, community reintegration of the kids. And so in GOA, we have gone a step further.
Yep.
And created the community development pillar, or rather segment, which is under the compassion and dignity pillar, to fill the gap of making sure that the communities and the people within the communities are economically empowered to be able to take care of their own needs and the needs of the less privileged in the community. Because the idea and the options that the government is giving us is to reintegrate the kids back to the community. In the African concept, a child belongs to the community, belongs to the society. And so, but now the challenge is we have communities that are so poor that they don't even have their own basic needs. They have not met their own needs.
Yes.
And so we try, and we are trying as much as possible to empower the communities to be able to be economically empowered, to be able to meet those needs, their own needs first, in preparation for meeting the needs of the other less privileged people in the community. And so that is what the department or the pillar is all about. Yes.
In response to the new directives by the government, what have you been able to do so far?
Now, the beginning step in this pillar has been, first of all, to identify the needs that are within different communities. And GOA is a diverse ministry. And so our strategy is to use the churches as the center of economic transformation within the community. And so we want to empower the members of the community, of the church, so that they are able to go out and then empower others. And so for now, depending on the needs, one community, the needs in one community will vary from with another community. If you go to a place like Kinangop, it is a place that has a lot of food. It is green because there's rainfall. It is near the Aberdare, where we have the Tumaini Children's Home, Rema. And so in such an area, agriculture, if you empower a community with a cow, they'll be able to take care of the cow easily, because there is availability of feeds.
Yes.
And then that cow will be able to produce milk. The milk will be sold, which will generate income. And then the income will now come to empower the members of the community. So we have given out cows to different families and different needy people in the community. In another area, like in the western part of Kenya, there is a huge demand for honey, and so we have empowered the people in western Kenya with beehives to be able to harvest the honey with time and sell the honey. So the needs will vary from community to community. In some areas, you'll find that there are families that lack even the single basic needs, such as shelter, food, And so in such a case, like in one of our churches in Kinangop region, called Kwambe Kenya, Glory Outreach Assembly Kwambe Kenya, which is right at the foot of the Abadeas. There is a family that has they were internally displaced due to the 2007 post-election violence.
Yes.
And so they have been moving from place to place, and so they found themselves in the area, in the community of Kwambe Kenya, but they didn't have a place to settle. Today they move in one house, tomorrow they are hosted by another person. And so that need, the only way to meet that need is through purchasing a piece of land and putting up a house for them. And so we, through generous donations of our partners, we were able to purchase a piece of land, put up a 3-bedroom house, and relocate the family there. And so the idea is to use that house as a model, such that even when there are other kids within the community that have a similar problem, they can still use that house as a shelter, which will be an alternative from taking them to an orphanage. So because that is the direction we are going.
Okay.
So the need will vary from one community to another. If you look at maybe a cow with $2,500, you are able to equip one family with a cow. With about $300, you are able to buy one beehive, that will be able to support a family with honey. The total cost of purchasing a piece of land and putting up a structure will vary from place to place, but with about $15,000, you are able to buy a piece of land and put up a house for a needy family within a community.
Okay, I now going back to that children belong to the community, and the same community takes the children to the children's home, and now you're back to empowering them to be able to empower the children. Do you feel like the society is responsible enough to come up with their own ways of helping children without sourcing for extra hands, donations from outside?
Being in a third world country, that is a challenge that we are facing. The reason we have many kids in the orphanages is part of that, is part of lack of provision for the basic needs. Some cases are unique. Some are unique, such as just being thrown away and collected on the road. The kids. So when someone gets a kid, they throw them away on the road. A child is picked and brought to the home. Is different from another child where their parents were unable to provide the basic needs, and these needs are the ones provided in the home. We have kids, some in the home, who are total orphans. We have no idea where their parents are or their relatives are. Others have relatives, but they are in worse economic situations. So that's why they are in the home. And so the change, and which is not, change is not easy. It is not easy. It is a process that first of all, we have begun with creating awareness to the members of the community, because it is something we cannot oppose. It is coming from the government. So our role, our first major responsibility is creating awareness to the members of the community that there is coming a time when these kids will not be in the orphanage. The other step we have taken is doing assessments, knowing where these kids who are in the home currently, where did they come from? How can we trace, contact tracing? How can we trace their relatives? And how best can we start engaging these relatives right from this moment, so that slowly by slowly, by the time we get to the closure of the homes, there will already be a rapport and a relationship between the relatives and the children. So some of the relatives are positive about the change.
Yep.
Others are completely against the change.
Yes.
The Others, of course, think it is us who are refusing to take care of the kids and of the children, and so it is not an easy process, but we are trying our best to make sure that these communities, we want to be proactive. We don't want to be reactive.
Yep.
And we want to make GOA a model that other organizations and other institutions can learn from us. And that is why we have taken the very early stages, the very early steps in these early years to make these changes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what current projects are you working on, and what is the future of community development pillar?
The future is, we see, as I mentioned earlier,
Yep.
our model is to use the churches as a center of transformation. So what we see are economically empowered members of the church. When members are economically empowered, they are able to generate income by themselves.
Yes.
That means the giving in the church will increase, will improve.
Yeah.
And therefore, we are looking at a scenario where a church is able to take care of several kids in the community. That is something that has already started. We have churches in the Western which are taking care of 30 children, 20 children, just through the basic provision of paying their school fees. And so we see a scenario, a situation where we have a church in, for example, in Nairobi, that is taking care of 10 children who are orphans and less privileged within that community where the church is located. We want to create the church to move just from the four walls to take the church to the people.
Yep.
And make the people own that the needs within the community, the members of the church can be able to meet those needs.
Okay.
Yes.
So for someone who would want to reach out to you, maybe to partner with you, or also they need to be helped, where can they reach you?
Yeah, they can reach us through the SAID or the platforms, the GOA platforms.
Yes.
Then when you write to any GOA platform on Facebook, on email, through the phone calls, when you comment on this video, we can be able to you can reach us. Your comment, your support, your idea will definitely reach us. If you want to contact us directly, our email is communitydevelopment@goaweb.org.
Okay.
That is, when you write there, we will receive the email. But all the other channels are open for communication.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Timothy, and thank you for watching. We wish you well, and also you can partner with us and be part of the community development pillar. Be part of the society that is making a positive change around you. Thank you for watching. Continue subscribing, commenting, sharing our content, and we will definitely shout you out on our next episode. Until next time, bye.